Hello and welcome to today's episode of Beerthusiast. This is my esteemed colleague, Chris Action Jackson.
And you know, Jesse the Godfather Alexander. Today we are going to be sampling our own home brew that we use with our Mr. Beer kit. Of course, we doctored it up a little bit and tried something a little new, a little experiment. We call it
the Honey Mint Red Ale.
So without further ado, I say we crack our brew. Now,
That was good sound.
good carbonation. Now, let me see your glasses, sir. Don't want to get any on your
Beer meter.
beer ink. Oh, look at that. You got a slight head.
Holy crap, dude, that's the most head we've ever had on a beer. That is perfect beer right there. I have got to show you that. You see that? That is homemade. That is, look at that. These are beautiful. Oh my god.
Let's take a good look. Yes, we are using our own Killian's glass because it fits two glasses fit one of those 1 liters, and they're perfect just because of the fact that we're sharing one because we're trying to, I guess, be conservative. Good word. Yes, conservative. We also got a friend that, good friend of ours that's wanting to try one of them, so we figured we'd save one for him, not be too greedy. Get a little bit of feedback, that sort of thing.
So, without further ado, taste the brew.
Yummy. Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think you guys did?
It's a 7.
He says a 7.
Maybe
I say
7 and a half.
I say an 8, possibly a 9. I like it that much.
Why 7.5 for you, Chris?
I could go maybe an 8, but leaning more towards like 7.5. Only because of the fact that it's unexpected. I mean, it's a good taste, don't get me wrong, but it's just kind of unexpected. You're thinking like, maybe like a because we use the American Red Ale malt extract, you're figuring something kind of deeper, heavier body tones and everything, but it's more on the lighter side, and it just kind of reaches up and grabs you by the boob.
Yeah.
So what ingredients did you put in it?
Well, we used the Mr. Beer kit, of course. That came with the, thank you. I had to write in our ashtray. But, we used the American Red Ale
Malt extract.
The malt extract from that.
Let me top you off here.
Use our regular ingredients like usual. But then we went out to our little garden that we got in the back here. Picked some mint. And then we got some honey. And we mixed it up. Brewed it all together.
And thus we have a honey mint red ale. It tastes delicious.
How long did you brew it for?
Took us, the actual initial brewing process was set up from time to sanitizing, sterilizing, to actually getting it all into the brewing keg. It was about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Fermented for a full 14 days, carbonated for a full 5 days.
Yeah.
This is our second one that we've tried. We tried it last night just because we were going to have a Killian's, which is awesome. I suggest drink Killian's.
Drink it.
But one of these days we will have this marketed. And I'll tell you what, drink it.
Drink it.
So are you guys brewing the next batch?
As a matter of fact, right now we are. We got a beer that we're working on that we've decided to dub the Sam Jackson, aka the Samuel Jackson.
It's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, it is a porter. It's gonna be, you got all your chocolate stouts and everything like that. I won't go in too much detail. I don't want to give too much away right now. It's gonna be a dark chocolate porter with some other things thrown.
Hence the name, Sam Jackson.
Yeah, it's gonna be dark and smooth like Shaft.
Well, when you guys made it, I smoked it from the living room, and I felt like I was in a pool full of chocolate. I wanted to eat it. It smelled so good.
You probably felt like you were in Willy Wonka's factory, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, hey, our screensaver.
It don't matter.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I was going to say,
It's not a big deal.
figured we could have something for the audience out there.
Visual stimuli, but you know what? It don't even matter. There we go. Oh, I got the, of course I got the Mr. Beer on the computer here, because, you know, got to give props to Mr. Beer for their nice little brew kit that we got from them.
Yeah, kind of cheesy, but whatever.
You know what? It works. It gets the job done.
Yeah. So, any hot topics for today? I don't think so. Nothing that I can think of. I know yesterday you were on your rant. That was kind of...
Yeah, I was on a rant yesterday, and I apologize for the F word. I said it a lot.
Yes.
I'm going to try to tone it down.
You had me scared. I thought you were going to, like, go out and murder somebody.
I thought I was going to turn into The Exorcist or something like that, or demon looking like Linda Blair or something, going, head spinning around, puking green pea soup or something like that.
That's gross.
Yes, very gross.
Oh well.
So I found out what the topic on that soldier was yesterday.
Enlighten me.
Well, I read it on Facebook, and what happened was is he said that he will refuse to any chain of command unlawful, what is it called, doing anything unlawful.
I'm getting a cigarette.
And the reason why he's, and that's the reason why he's in a lot of trouble. So what do you guys think about that?
I think that's wrong. It's kind of 50-50, you know. It's wrong of what they did, but also that's his chain of command, and he needs to... It's like, say you're working for a big company and you're bad-mouthing your CEO. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, you're bad-mouthing your CEO, and next thing you know, your boss finds out about whatever you're posting on the internet, telling other employees. You're gonna get shit canned. Same concept, but you know, it's dealing with the military. Should he have voiced his opinion? It is in our constitutional rights that he had the right to do it. However, it's kind of one of those things that you don't talk about your superiors like that because you can get shafted in the end.
Right.
You know, when I was in the military, I never talked any, you know, crap about my superiors, you know, at least not to any, you know, friends or, you know, anybody that I knew would get back to them. But after I got out, of course my first sergeant was a dick, and they kind of try to push me out the door as fast as they could, but, you know,
what I think?
Story.
You know what I think? I think Obama needs to keep drinking more beer. Because I keep seeing all these pictures posted up all over the internet. He's going to all these pubs, drinking beer, hugging women.
You know what? That's right. If our president can drink beer, then you know what? I think every American...
I think he needs to drink more beer to calm down. Him and the government.
If you don't drink beer.
Exactly. I agree with that. Now, okay, something I want to talk about a little bit with this whole Facebook thing going on is,
it's drama.
The employers checking your Facebook. Okay, you know, I understand that you want to get to know who you're potentially going to hire and who you're working for. But you know what? That's our personal life. And honestly, God bless Facebook for trying to sue companies that are wanting to profile people on Facebook, because, you know, that's our personal lives, and honestly, that's none of their business. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say the F word 50 billion times, because, well, I'm just trying to clean up my act a little bit.
Well, also, yesterday you were kind of ticked off.
Yeah, and I'm not really ticked off, but you know what, Mark Zuckerberg, or whatever your name is that right?
Yes.
I think
Mark
so.
Zuckerberg.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Facebook, man. Even though you stole it, you know, hey, you made lots of money.
Hey, you know what?
job.
You know what? That's a great idea, though.
Mark, can we borrow some money?
The idea, but you know what? He was genius for capitalizing on the idea,
Right.
and making billions off of it.
Yeah,
you know?
capitalization, the number one thing that keeps America going.
Now, another thing about this beer, since I've been sitting here listening to Jesse drink, you know, talking, I've been drinking, I would give it, you know, I'm kind of leaning more toward the 8 side now.
See?
As far as,
See?
you know,
See?
it's just,
I'm excited to try the chocolate one, and I'm
Now,
not a beer person.
I would say, like, maybe the alcohol content is because it did come with the malt booster, or I forget what it's called. It's like this little, it's almost kind of like a sugary substance that's kind of almost like, not necessarily
It's called
gelatin. It's just called Booster, yeah.
Maybe the dog will drink it.
But it ends up, I guess it's supposed to enhance the flavors, but since we had that and it boosts the alcohol content, plus we had the honey, and damn dog, get off me. You're not supposed to be in here. Go, get out of the picture. Anyway, sorry. Since we added the honey, it kind of added to the alcohol content. So initially I would say it was supposed to be roughly a 8.0 beer, and this is closer to like 9.5 maybe.
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask what the percentage is.
I mean, hopefully we can get some money together. Any donations would be greatly appreciated. You know, just send us an email. We'll give you some information, you know, how to send us donations or whatever, but we're needing to get some money for some equipment.
We'll start a PayPal.
You know, like a hydrometer, that would work, so then we can actually get the actual alcohol content. See, a thermometer, that would work too, because, you know, we need to know how the appropriate temperatures when we're actually
Yeah, I mean,
it.
we got a little stick-on thermometer that we use on the beer keg right now. I mean, it works, it does what it's supposed to do.
Lets us know that it's check-marked, it's at the right temp,
but, you know, it is pretty low-budget stuff, but, you know, for our second beer here,
if we want to do a lager, you know, we got to get, like,
right,
pretty much a new kit just to do a lager.
Now here's a question.
Shoot.
Why is beer good to drink?
Because it's healthy for you.
yeah.
You know, cave people drank it back in the nomad times.
Yeah, during prehistoric times, you know, we talked about this a long time ago. You know, they were out picking barley and stuff like that, and barley and rye, and stuff like that, and they were putting them in the clay pots. Well, one day it started to rain, and they had left their pots outside.
To seek shelter.
Seek shelter, you know.
Maybe go
away
hunt
from the
for
rain.
food or something, you know.
Well, they ended up coming back a couple days later, a week later, who knows, something like that. And the sun came out and basically fermented the ingredients that were in the pot, basically had accidentally made beer. And one of the cavemen, whatever, Neanderthal, there we go.
Is it a Neanderthal or Neanderthal? There's a
Neanderthal.
Okay, there's a difference, you know.
I know.
Okay.
He decided to get kind of ballsy and take a sip of this golden drink that was in the thing, and he, you know, I could imagine the smile that was on his face when he finished off that pot.
You know, I could imagine that guy too. He's probably like the same guy that, like, the guy that invented fire. You know, he's probably like, I made fire. This guy's probably like, I made beer. You know?
Right.
You know, like Tom Hanks on Castaway. And
Right. No.
Fire.
Beer.
Yes.
Look what I have made.
I have made beer.
Right.
You know, that's actually our first batch of beer, which we already drank it. This is our second one. We're on number 3. But our first batch, once we drank it, that's what we were like. You know, a smile from ear to ear, and we're like, we have made beer.
Right.
What are you laughing at?
I just think it's funny.
You think that's
Guys are like, ah.
We enjoy beer. That's why we're beer enthusiasts.
Yes.
Definition of a beer enthusiast: someone who enjoys talking,
About
drinking,
beer.
and socializing all the time about beer, and basically wants to show their intelligence on beer.
Well, we've got half of that. As far as intelligence, I don't know if that's...
We're not that intelligent about it yet, but you know what?
It's a learning process.
We're just 2 dumb rednecks doing a
pretty
show.
much.
It's a learning process.
We're 2 dumb rednecks doing a beer show. I mean,
You can't get better than this.
Right, you can't.
But I think y'all should like us on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, YouTube. Keep watching. Any feedback and comments greatly appreciated. We will try to set up a something to, like, donations if you want to send a donation, please give us your information. We'll get it out to you, and, you know, maybe you can send something to us. You know, maybe one of these days we might give you like a free keychain or some shit like that. You know.
Yeah.
beerthusiast on it.
Maybe we'll make some t-shirts that say beerthusiast or whatnot. Personally put your name on there or whatnot, #1 fan, something like that, and we'll send you a t-shirt.
Yeah, just to show, you know, since you're wanting to support us, you know, we'll give back to the community, you know.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
The community is like a family. From the Godfather to you.
Wow, you went there?
I did go there.
Okay. Well, I think that might be all the time we have for today's episode. So,
Thanks for watching.
and until
Happy
next
drinking.
time, happy drinking.